Good evening. I would like to introduce myself first of all. I am Wayne Jennings. I am the Executive Secretary Treasurer for the Southern States Millwrights Regional Council. Our council covers the southern 11 states from Texas and Oklahoma over to North Carolina and down to Florida. We represent 9 locals and somewhere around 5,600 members, give or take a few, on a monthly basis. I wanted to come to you today, or actually try to do this video, to talk about how COVID-19 is affecting everyone's daily life. Whether it's at home or on the job site. So I've wrote down a few questions here just to keep myself on track, okay? So how is COVID-19 impacting our members' employment opportunities? So historically, through the Southern States Millwrights Regional Council, we keep about 140 people on our out-of-work list. That's about 2.5% of the membership on the unemployment or on the out-of-work list at any given time. I run the numbers this morning and we are up to 587. So that would be a 10.5% of the memberships on the out-of-work list. And honestly, I believe that number to be much higher. I just believe some of our members have not put themselves on the out-of-work list. So if you're hearing this message and you are one of our members and you're unemployed, please register on the out-of-work list so that we get an accurate account of how this COVID-19 is truly affecting our membership. Secondly, how a millwright's job role has changed. We always have to be safety conscious in the construction industry, but I believe our members have got to become twice as safety conscious. Social distancing, personal hygiene, washing your hands repeatedly throughout the day. Millwrights work in close quarters on tight machinery. It's a social job, but we have to try to distance ourselves or take every precaution necessary. Wear your gloves when you're touching the same tools as someone else consistently. Do everything you can to try to be socially responsible and help keep from spreading this coronavirus. Okay, so shift schedules are changing. How are they changing? Split shifts and adjusted schedules are two of the main tactics that we're using to allow businesses to stay functional. And when I say split shifts, for instance, we're taking the 4-10 shift schedule in certain areas under project labor agreements. We're allowing the employers to work Monday through Thursday on 4-10 schedule. That's common practice. But we're also allowing for a Wednesday through Saturday 4-10 schedule with no overtime. It'd be straight 40 hours, just so we can keep the industry partners that we currently have operating, right? We also are using the 13 and a half hour shifts as well. Our millwrights are going to work Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, 13 and a half hours with a 30-minute unpaid lunch schedule. So they'll get 39 hours a week, Monday through Wednesday, and then we'll have a second crew come in Thursday through Saturday, the same 13 and a half hour shift with a 30-minute unpaid lunch. So those members are getting 39 hours a week as well. Anything we can do to improve work opportunity for our members and to help our business partners stay in business during these trying times, we're trying to accommodate. Okay, how has this crisis impacted our union? Well, first off, our employment opportunities are decreasing, so our unemployment rate for our members will definitely go up. Secondly, just to practice social distancing, I've mandated that the 9 local union, well, there's actually 14 local union offices in our 11 states. Some locals have satellite offices, some do not. But I've mandated those offices closed unless absolutely necessary for us to have someone there. So most of our locals now have online dues payments. You can go to our website, southernstatesmillwrights.org, and you can actually pay your dues over the web. The ones that don't should have the credit card capability, so they could accept union dues or business transactions over the phone through a credit card payment system. If your local does not have either of those two options, you need to show up at the union meeting and see if you can't get that adopted. It's very important in today's environment to be able to work remotely and to process business either via the web or over the telephone. So you'll see that our 14 offices are closed. I have allowed administrative workers or business agents the capabilities to go in 2 days a week just to process dues or to pick up the mail or pay the bills, anything that they absolutely have to go to the office for. But we definitely don't want to get anybody sick. But when all this is over with, I personally believe that construction work and maintenance work is just going to explode. We're going to need all hands on deck to fulfill the requests that come in at that time. And we definitely don't need any of the leaders within our organization quarantined or sick due to this. And we hope none of our rank and file get exposed, but it's bound to happen. So I wanted to talk a little bit on just family. How is this affecting family life, right? So what are some of the biggest concerns on the home front? For my home, and that's all I can really speak of, is really just the supply chain for food and essentials that we need. You can only go to the grocery store so many times and see empty shelves before you start wondering, where's the next loaf of bread coming from, right? Confining my kids has been another struggle. I got a 20-year-old that's home from college, and she just thinks that she can go be the socialite that she likes to be. Unfortunately, I'm trying to have to confine her because I don't want her going out and getting infected and bringing it home to the rest of the family. I also have a 12-year-old son that thinks, hey, I'm out of school the rest of the year. I can go to my friend's house or my friends can come to my house. Unfortunately, that's poor practice as well. My mom's 76th birthday was Sunday. That was a little stressing to figure out how we were going to celebrate her 76th birthday, but we worked through it. So I would like to point out a few pros to the family life, right? More family time. I see my family more in the last 3 weeks than I probably did in the last 3 months. As I said earlier, I cover 11 states, 9 locals, 5,600 members, travel extensively. If I'm home 2 days a week, normally I'm lucky. But I've been home for 3 solid weeks. It's been trying times, but it's great to be home with a family. I have been able to accomplish a few home projects or honey-do lists that were on my list. And for me, I'm an avid outdoorsman. I love hunting, I love fishing, just being outside, taking care of my own lawn or yard is fun to me. So me and my son, 12 years old, we have got to go fishing a few times, and I've taken him turkey hunting 3 times, and I've come to understand one thing. He's just not ready to be still enough to turkey hunt. But I've enjoyed his company. I hope he's enjoyed mine, and we've had a great time. But so in closing, I wanted to let everybody know, members, employers, and even owners out there in the industries, we're here to assist in any way possible. These are trying times. We will get through them. I asked everybody, please take action, stay safe, practice social distancing, and never underestimate our ability to recover. At the end of the day, remember, we are all stronger together. Thank you for your time.